Dream big and explore our world.
Storytime anytime! Hey!
A music and adventurous world.
Storytime anytime! Hey!
A hike in the forest and swim in the sea. Meet silly creatures and learn new things. To sing great songs, travel on a train, but build a skyscraper and pilot a plane. Whatever you imagine, whatever you explore on this magical journey, there will always be more. Make new friends, come on, don't be shy. Let's get a kite and we'll fly, fly, fly. Whatever you imagine, whatever you explore on this magical journey, there will always be more.
Storytime anytime! Hey!
Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Storytime Anytime. I'm so excited about today's episode because it's all about pets. Do you have a dog or a cat? Maybe you have a gerbil or a goldfish. If you do have a pet, I hope you give them lots of love, time, and gentle care. When I was young, I wanted a dog so badly. I remember asking my parents over and over for a dog. That's probably why I really enjoyed this song.
If I only had a dog, if I only had a dog, I would love him. If I only had a dog, if I only had a dog, you would see how I'd love that old dog, how I'd love that old dog. We'd be friends, that dog and me. If I only had a dog, 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 I would feed him. If I only had a dog, if I only had a dog, you would see how I'd feed that old dog, how I'd feed that old dog. We'd be friends, that dog and me. If I only had a dog, 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 I would walk him. If I only had a dog, if I only had a dog, you would see how I'd walk that old dog, how I'd walk that old dog. We'd be friends, that dog and me. If I only had a dog, 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 I would brush him. If I only had a dog, if I only had a dog, you would see how I'd brush that old dog, how I'd brush that old dog. We'd be friends, that dog and me. If I only had a dog, if I only had a dog, if I only had a dog, if I only had a dog.
Well, I did finally get a dog. I loved Topper. He was a black and white miniature collie. To me, he was the best dog in the entire world. Today I have two dogs, Diesel and Bella. And everyone knows that these full of energy dogs are part of our family. We love them. Pets do have a way of becoming important members of our families. Listen to our first story. I think you'll enjoy it. Me and My Puppy. Every time Mommy and I went into town, we passed the pet shop. And every time we stopped to look at the puppies in the window. "Can I have a puppy, please?" I always asked, and Mommy always said, "Sorry, we're just looking." But this time, we went inside the pet shop. There were big puppies and little puppies. There were black puppies and white puppies. There were puppies with straight hair and puppies with curly hair, puppies with pointy ears and puppies with floppy ears. Now I wanted a puppy more than ever, so I asked, "Please, can I have a puppy, Mommy?" And this time, Mommy said yes. Right then, I knew just the puppy I wanted. It wasn't the biggest. It wasn't the littlest. It wasn't even the prettiest or the most handsome. It was the one that stood up right in front of me, poked her nose through the cage, and wagged her tail. It was the friendliest. At last I had my puppy, and when Mommy asked what I was going to name her, I said, "Friendly." Before Mommy and I left the store, we bought Friendly all the things she needed. We bought a red dish for food, a blue dish for water, puppy food and puppy biscuits, a collar and a leash, 2 toys, and a basket to sleep in. When I walked out of the pet shop with Friendly tucked under my arms, I knew I had to be the happiest boy alive. That night, Friendly curled up in her bed, all cozy and snug, and she fell fast asleep. And I knew she was happy, too. I decided I would show Friendly all around the house the very next day. But she found me first. Off with the covers. And up onto the bed she went. Friendly jumped all over me and licked my face. But I wasn't the only thing my puppy found. She found Daddy's socks, Daddy's hat, and one of Daddy's shoes. Daddy didn't like that very much. Then she found Mommy's pearls, Mommy's favorite sweater, and one of Mommy's plants. Mommy didn't like that very much. One time, we left Friendly in the house by herself for just a little while. She found a roll of toilet paper. And when Friendly found the garbage can and knocked it over, I didn't like it very much at all. I had to clean up the mess. Mommy and Daddy said that every puppy must learn to behave. So I had a talk with Friendly. Then I started to teach her. It was hard work, but after a while, Friendly listened when I said no, or sit, or stay. And then I'd say, "Good puppy," and give her a biscuit. The bigger Friendly got, the more she learned. Before long, she knew words like fetch and roll over. My puppy could do tricks. Friendly's very favorite word was park. Whenever I said that, she'd race around and around in circles with her leash in her mouth. Then she'd stop and wait for me at the front door. My puppy is growing up now, but sometimes she still gets into mischief. She still loves Daddy's shoes, and she still loves Mommy's sweaters. But most of all, she loves me. Puppies certainly require a lot of patience, exercise, and healthy food. But with proper care, they grow up to be dogs that give so much unconditional love. Maybe you've never had a puppy because you love kittens. Kittens are amazing animals too. Did you know kittens almost always land on their feet? They do. Kittens have a special organ in their middle ear that helps them tell which side is up. Let's learn some fun facts about kittens.
Is there anything more adorable than a kitten? Would you like to learn more about them? Fantastic! They were worshipped as gods in ancient Egypt. Mighty lions and ferocious tigers are their cousins, and they like to play with balls of yarn. What are they? Answer: kittens.
What is a kitten?
A kitten is a very young cat, just as a child is a very young person. Kittens are mammals like you and me. When they are babies, they feed on their mother's milk. All kittens are covered with thick hair called fur, which protects them by keeping them warm and dry. Their ears allow them to hear high-pitched sounds that humans can't hear, like a mouse squeaking. And they have 4 legs and 4 fuzzy feet called paws. But watch out! Kittens also have sharp claws to help them climb, hunt, and fight. A tail helps a kitten keep its balance when climbing and jumping, kind of the way an umbrella helps a tightrope walker stay balanced on the high wire. Kittens are specially equipped for the dark. Big, shiny eyes help them see better, and long whiskers act as feelers to help them find their way.
How many types of kittens are there?
There are more than 250 different kinds or breeds of kittens in the world. Each breed has a very distinctive size, shape, fur length, and color. But all the breeds fall under 2 types: long-haired kittens,
Red Persian Longhair, Black Turkish Angora,
some kittens barely have hair at all, short-haired kittens,
Sphinx, British Blue Shorthair, Siamese. How are kittens born?
When a mother cat is ready to have her kittens, she finds a safe, quiet place, such as under a bed or inside a closet. The mother cat can give birth to as many as 7 or 8 kittens. 2 to 6 is more typical. Together, the kittens are called a litter.
How a kitten is born. 1 at a time. Average litter 2 to 6. What do kittens eat?
When they are first born, kittens mostly drink milk from their mothers. By the time they're 8 weeks old, they are big enough to eat solid food, either kitten food from their pet owners or small animals caught by their mother.
Kitten food. Mother's milk. Packaged kitten food. Meat from small animals. When do kittens become cats?
After 4 weeks, the kittens stand and slowly begin to walk. Still wobbly, they wander off and explore. But Mom always keeps a close cat eye on them. By 8 to 12 weeks, the kittens' bodies are longer and stronger. They can run, play, and get into all kinds of kitty mischief.
How do kittens communicate?
In many different ways. You just have to listen and look. Kittens meow to say hello or to ask for something. And they purr when they are happy. When they're scared or angry, kittens hiss, puff out their fur, and arch their backs to make themselves look bigger and scarier. A kitten's ears and tail can also show you what it's thinking. Ears: up and forward, happy. Back, angry. Flat, afraid.
Kitten talk. Sounds. Body movements. Scents.
Tail: straight and high, happy. Waving, excited or nervous. Down, sad or scared.
Kittens also use smells to communicate. They rub up against people and things to leave their scent and mark their territory. It says to other animals, "This is mine, stay away."
Kittens are tons of furry fun, but always remember to play nice. Because you wouldn't want to make their big cousins angry.
I learned so many things about kittens. Did you? For our next story, I want you to meet Jodi, who helps a lost kitten named Princess find her way home. The Lost Kitten. One day, Jodi was on her way to the corner market. With each step she took, the coins in her pouch jingled-jangled. They seemed to say, "Buy ice cream, buy peanuts, buy popcorn." Suddenly, Jodi heard the angry beep of a car horn. The driver screeched to a stop as a small gray kitten dashed across the street. The frightened kitten ran right by Jodi and huddled in an empty doorway. Jodi forgot all about getting a treat. Very slowly, she walked toward the kitten. "Here, kitty, kitty, kitty," she called softly. At first, the kitten shrank back. But as Jodi knelt down, the cat came out and rubbed against Jodi's legs. "Meow, meow, meow, meow," she cried. How dirty and tangled the kitten's fur was. How hungry she seemed to be. "You must be lost," Jodi said, "but you can't stay here. You'd better come home with me." The little kitten seemed to understand. She let Jodi pick her up and carry her home. "Mom, Dad," Jodi called out as she brought the kitten inside. Then she poured some milk into a small bowl. "And who do we have here?" asked Jodi's father. Jodi explained how she had found the lost kitten. "She looks as if she's been in a fight," said Jodi's mother. "We'd better take her to the vet and make sure she's okay." And so, the next day, the kitten went to see Dr. Jensen. "She's very thin," Dr. Jensen said, "but she's healthy. She could use a bath, though." When Dr. Jensen brought the kitten out, Jodi could hardly believe her eyes. "I thought you were gray," Jodi cried, "but you're lots of colors." "That's right," said the vet. "She's a calico cat. Before, you looked like an alley cat, but now you look like a princess. Hey, that's a good name for you, Princess." Jodi wanted to keep Princess more than anything. "I wish you were mine," she said again and again. But she knew she had to try and find the kitten's real owner. Jodi and her mother made signs to put up all around the neighborhood. Secretly, Jodi hoped no one would call. But that very afternoon, the phone rang. "I saw your sign," a woman said. "My cat is lost. The cat you found sounds just like mine." The woman said she'd be right over. Jodi brushed Princess. I'm sorry that woman lost her cat, but I hope you're not hers. Princess purred as if she were agreeing. When the woman arrived, she went right over to Princess. Jodi held her breath. Oh, the woman said, this looks just like my cat, but my cat has a red patch of fur on her paw. Jodi felt like grinning, but she didn't. She only said, I hope you find your cat soon. Princess just licked her paw. The next day, a man called. I saw your sign, he said. The cat you found sounds just like mine. Jodi played with Princess until he came. I hope you're not his, she whispered. Princess swished her tail as if to say, me too. When the man came in, Princess jumped up on the piano. Oh my goodness, said the man. This cat looks just like mine, but my cat can't jump that high. Jodi felt like cheering, but she didn't. She only said, I'm sure you'll find your cat soon. Princess just batted at the plant. No one called the next day. That made Jodi very happy. Princess seemed happy too. She followed Jodi all over the house. When Jodi sat down, she sat down too. And she wouldn't eat unless Jodi was right there beside her. I love you, Jodi said. I hope I can keep you forever. Princess meowed as if to say, I love you too. But the next morning there was another phone call. A boy had seen the sign. The cat you found sounds just like my cat, the boy said. Her name is Jasmine. When the boy came to see Princess, Jodi crossed her fingers. The kitten went to her bowl for some milk. Oh, she looks just like my cat, the boy said. But my cat always walks around her bowl 3 times before she takes a drink. Jodi wanted to clap, but she didn't. She only said, I hope you find Jasmine soon. Princess just rolled over onto her back. 1 week went by without any more phone calls about the lost kitten. Princess was always busy poking around here, there, and everywhere. Sometimes she would turn up in the most surprising places. 2 weeks passed. Princess seemed to feel right at home. She had her favorite spots for playing and washing up and eating and looking outside. Where did she like to curl up for her afternoon nap? Why, in an empty backpack. By the end of 3 weeks, Princess was part of the family. Finally, the day came when Jodi's mother said, no one calls about Princess anymore. Jodi's father said, we've decided we can keep Princess forever. Did you hear that, Princess? You're mine at last, said Jodi, hugging her. Princess purred as if she understood. And Princess still lives with Jodi to this very day. That was an adorable story, and I think that Princess found the best home of all. So remember, if you have a pet or want to get a pet, that it takes a lot of love, attention, exercise, good food, and regular visits to the veterinarian. This has been brought to you by Twin Sisters Digital Media and Evergreen Podcasts. Be sure to hit subscribe and tell your friends to join us for our next episode, Reading Fun for Everyone. Also, parents, for bonus content that includes picture books, activity pages, and more, be sure to click the link in the description. And for an opportunity to win a $50 gift card, find us on Facebook searching for Twin Sisters Digital Media. Follow our page, then just like and share our latest post. The winners will be announced on Facebook a week later. If your children enjoyed these songs and stories, go to twinsisters.com to find even more ways for them to sing and learn. Be sure to subscribe to our newsletter for our free Download of the Day giveaways and promotions on exciting new digital learning content like these and much more. And visit our friends at evergreenpodcasts.com. Thank you for joining us at Storytime Anytime.